Hello everyone, I'm KAPPY, a manga creator. I write the stories for EREN the Southpaw and War of the Adults. EREN the Southpaw is currently airing as an anime. Have you been watching it? It's a series that's very close to my heart, and I'd love for you to check it out if you haven't already. Today I'm going to answer some questions from readers around the world. Before we begin, I'd really appreciate it if you could watch until the end and subscribe to the channel. I have a small goal. I'd like to reach 10,000 subscribers. And when I get there, I'm planning to buy a better microphone so I can keep making videos like this. Alright, let's get started. Our first question is, do you have any plans to release your works in other countries translated into their languages? As a fan from Brazil, I'd love to read them and share them with my friends. And here's another similar question. When are the English print volumes coming out? The passion and support from readers overseas definitely reaches us, and we're incredibly grateful for it. A Spanish edition has already been confirmed, and thankfully, we've also received offers from several other countries. As soon as everything is officially finalized, I'll announce it on social media. When that happens, I hope you'll pick up a copy and support the series. Every review, recommendation, and post you share online helps make international releases possible. Your voices truly matter. Please keep sharing your thoughts and reactions. And thank you, as always, for your amazing support. Now, on to the next question. Will EREN the Southpaw get official English translations for the earlier parts of the series? I can't make any official announcements just yet, but an English translation project is currently underway. We're also planning interviews and other content specifically for international readers. I hope you'll look forward to it. Thank you. Next question. What are your prototype ideas of the manga? This manga hasn't really become a huge hit, but it certainly feels like a fresh take on an old genre. I'd love to know about your inspirations and the original concept. And here's another similar question. How did you come up with the idea for War of the Adults? In my debut series, EREN the Southpaw, I explored the meaning of work and what it means to build a career. For my next project, I wanted to tackle a broader theme. The theme I became interested in was, what makes a person right? It sounds simple, but it's actually a very complicated question. Stories about morality can easily become preachy or feel like lectures. That's why I felt humor was essential. Through comedy, satire, and black humor, I want people to think about what it really means to be a good person. I want readers to discuss those ideas together, on social media, with friends, and through conversations inspired by the manga itself. More than anything, I hope War of the Adults becomes a story that encourages people to exchange opinions and debate ideas. Now, let's move on to the next question. Hi Sensei, how do you coordinate the art of your manga with your artists? Do you have a rigid script that you use to plot panel by panel, or do you just have a basic plot summary and let Nifune and Suzuki do the rest? I create something called a name, which is basically a storyboard, the blueprint for the manga. I prepare that and share it with the artist. Actually, this is a good opportunity to show you one. It looks something like this. As you can see, I'm not exactly a great artist, but you can still tell what I'm trying to communicate, right? For especially important scenes, I sometimes draw things a bit more carefully, but honestly, most of the time it looks something like this. The artists I work with are professionals, so this is usually enough for them to understand what I have in mind. What do you think? Does it look easy or does it look difficult? Now, on to the next question. How long would you want this manga to go on for? Right now, my goal is around 15 volumes. One of my favorite manga, Death Note, was about that length. I'd love to achieve something similar, and I'd love your support in making that happen. To be completely honest, the books aren't selling particularly well in Japan right now. If Japanese readers continue supporting the series and buying the books, I believe I'll be able to tell the story exactly the way I originally envisioned it. Next question. Hi, thank you for your work. In the world of this manga, do other countries have systems similar to Garden? No, they don't. And that's going to become important later in the story. So I hope you'll keep reading and see where things go. Assuming a world without Garden, what would the main crew's lives be like? That's a difficult question. Let's see. I think Urashima would probably be working part-time at a cafe, and Rukawa might have graduated from university and joined the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department. When I think about how much harder the garden system has made their lives, I feel a little sorry for them. Just a little. Next question. I really like how moderation features were turned into genuine shonen powers in this world. Do you have any experience moderating communities? No, not really. I think I see the same things everyone else sees. Many of the ideas in this story came from observing the things that happen on social media every day. Next question. What are some of Sensei's favorite books, movies, and manga? To be honest, I don't read many books. Why? Because reading too much text makes me sleepy. As for movies, I have a lot of favorites. One of them is La La Land. I loved it so much that I was actually invited to speak at a Blu-ray release event in Japan. Behind all the music, color, and spectacle, it's a story about how difficult it is to make a living through creative work, and about the cruel fate that sometimes awaits artists. It's an incredible film. As for manga, my favorite is 21st Century Boys. To me, every work by Naoki Urasawa is perfect. Next question. If someone was committing seriously illegal acts, but people approved of them with full knowledge of what they were doing, could they eventually reach class 1 and become a super upper? The answer is yes. Even the worst person imaginable could become a super upper if enough citizens supported them. That's one of the frightening aspects of the garden system. However, the police still exist, so that person would probably be sitting in prison. Garden evaluates everyone equally, even criminals. And now, our final question. On a day off, what is Oyoham doing after getting a manicure? Hmm, that's a good question. Maybe I'll ask Ohohaimi someday. Uh, wait. Was Ohohaim a he or a she? And that's all for today. Thank you so much for all your questions. I hope you enjoyed this Q&A. To everyone who reads my work, thank you. Because of your support, I'm able to continue creating manga. I'd like to express my deepest gratitude to all of you. If this video gets a good response, I'd love to do another Q&A in the future. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.